What are we gonna go pick?
Strawberry.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sunny.
It's sunny today?
Yeah.
Yeah. In today's video, I'd like to show you how we grow food fast for our family without using raised beds. It is April, and in our growing zone, the growing season is just getting started.
Wow, yay.
You see the roses blooming?
Yeah.
In a moment, I will show you our annual garden beds, but first, I'd like to walk you around our food forest, where there are vegetables and fruits producing all year, and there's fresh fruit to pick even at the very beginning of the growing season. Not that many yet, but they still taste good.
Yeah.
It's not even ripe yet. It still tastes good?
Yeah.
Strawberries are so easy to grow, and our children love picking them. Every morning, our little girl is so excited to go outside and have a scavenger hunt looking for strawberries. They start producing in April and continue all the way through June. If you and your family love to eat things like raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, and other fresh fruit, you should know that these things really aren't hard to grow. You plant them once and you harvest them for years. We have figs, pomegranates, jujube, asparagus, peaches, pineapple guava, among other things growing here. Now here we are at our annual garden beds built on a hillside, and I'd love to show you a very simple way to grow food like these yellow onions and Asian greens. When I first started this garden, I wanted to grow food out here without having to build raised beds. You can grow food on a hillside using an ancient technique of using swales and berms to hold the rainwater for flood irrigation. Hey, but don't poke holes in it, sweetie. What are you doing? So let's go back and see how I built this bed and how I grew food in only 30 days. This is the garden where we were just standing after the rain. A lot of the water has drained away, but what's left are muddy puddles for the children to run and play in. I grow food here using a very simple sheet mulching method with compost and only hand tools. All you're seeing here is just a mound of raised dirt with a ditch dug in front of it. That's the swale and berm system. First, I weed the bed with the hand-fashioned garden hoe that I got at an estate sale. They really don't make garden tools as effective as the old-time ones, and I like to use a Japanese hoe as well. The second thing I do is I put down a roll of contractor's paper on top. It's very affordable at a local box store. And you can also sheet mulch using cardboard, but the advantage of the contractor's paper I've found is that you can sow seeds directly on top without having to punch holes through it, which helps again with the weed pressure. And if you're using good quality compost, like we get ours from our local county, it won't have any weed seeds in it, and that layer of compost will keep anything from coming up from below, as well as from germinating up above. So I spread the compost out, and just like that, you're ready to plant. And if you wanted to start a vegetable garden on flat ground, then the sheet mulching method is exactly the same process. Flood irrigation is a traditional gardening system that's been used for centuries. Terraced hillsides are a dominant feature of many growing zones across the world, used for growing rice and other grains, and the idea is to take advantage of runoff down this hillside when it rains to collect and hold the rainwater. I'm sowing a row of Asian greens and cabbages, covering them lightly, and then watering them in, and the bed is all done. Ow! So I hope this shows you a really easy method of growing vegetables in the ground that works on flat ground too, as well as hillsides, and is much less expensive than your traditional raised bed. Now let me tell you about the varieties I grew here that can be harvested in only 30 days. This is the Shanghai pak choi. He's bolting already, but this is as big as it gets. These are called QD2 Express. They're a Taiwanese pak choi, and they're the tallest of the Asian greens I've sowed here. The rest of these are a variety of dwarf Canton choi, and these are the ones that are doing the best actually. They get nice palm-sized leaves on them. Overall, a pretty happy bed of very fast, early maturing greens here. Fully mature in 50 days, ready to harvest as soon as 30 days later, so perfect for a hot climate like ours. And they grow great, really close together. So you can cut them and come again. I'm gonna get another harvest off of these before it gets too hot outside. We shall see. So we've seen how we harvest a quick sowing of Asian greens as well as other perennial foods. But down here in what we call the baby's garden, we have some crops that have overwintered. These include garlic, carrots, kale, and a new planting of lettuce. Along with radishes, turnips, and other root crops, these are some of the earliest things you can grow. What is it? It doesn't smell bad. You know what it is? Yeah. Okay. Oregano! This oregano has been here for 4 years. It's an evergreen perennial in our zone. Daddy loves it? You're so silly. Can you pick some more?
Yeah.
Our children are only aged 2 and 3, but they love to explore the world around them in this way, tasting new foods and learning what they're called. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'll make more.
What else are you gonna pick?
I'm not going to pick it.
There's an eclipse happening right now
Why?
because the moon's passing between us and the sun.
Why? Well, Mommy.